Let's explore a bit Ahmedabad.
He's Jain, I'm Jain.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm so curious and excited to hear more about Jainism.
One of the oldest religions in India is more a philosophy than a religion.
To have minimalist life, that's a philosophy. Not to harm anybody with speech, with action, or even with the thoughts. There is no God in Jainism. If somebody wants to liberate themselves from the worldly thing, they can do it right away.
A long way is ahead of us on the way to Gujarat. We're leaving Mumbai now, of course, in a truck with a nice guy here, a local. Thank you, Shukriya. Who probably, I don't know, it will take 2 days. Slowly, but good. We left Maharashtra, we are in a new state, and this is my first dinner in Gujarat. Of course, with my fellow friend, the truck driver. We have some chicken here with roti. One thing I heard about Gujarat, it's a dry state. The reason is, or the official reason is that Mahatma Gandhi was born here. But let's enjoy it. We're hungry. I changed the driver in the middle of the night. First impression, the level of English is almost zero, but people are still friendly. They try to help me to find another lift for me. All good, all good. Thank you, brother. Shukriya. Hindi, I don't speak. Another night ride, another truck ride. It's pretty easy, guys. Thank you, Shukriya. Tea time, chai. They are cousins, right? Cousin.
Yes.
We are in Gujarat, but they're from Rajasthan actually, the next state. This is a 24-hour cafeteria, and there's a parking lot full of trucks. It's like daytime. Look at the stuff, they have very nice heads. So the first Gujarati city I'm stopping in is Vadodara, and with my couchsurfing host Miraj. He's also a traveler. Has been to many countries. How many countries?
26.
26. For an Indian, is really really a lot because it's not so easy to obtain the visas. But always when two travelers meet, they have a lot to talk and share experiences. We had some breakfast. I'm a tea person. He's a coffee.
No, I'm also tea person, but like
In the morning?
sometimes I drink coffee.
Mm.
It's not like every day I drink coffee, but like only sometimes.
Okay, so-
and like you are my special guest, so it's like sometimes.
It's a special
yeah,
day.
Yeah, only for special day I drink coffee. Else I also not drink like Indian masala chai.
Okay.
Karak tea is
You-
very famous.
You don't like it, or?
No, I don't drink.
Okay.
I-
This actually is called the kawa chai, which is different than the Arabic kawa, which is coffee. It has so many spices, cardamom and cinnamon. It's good. I associate it for us. It's like Christmas, Christmas tea. Or we used to make mulled wine. We boil the wine in Christmas time and put all the spices, cloves and cinnamon. If you've been to Vienna, but
Glintwin?
also this is in the Nordic countries, I think.
Glintwin is like the apple and they put wine and they put some ingredients and boil. It's also like
Something-
cinnamon.
yeah, exactly.
In
Something
Russia
similar.
they drink Glintwin.
Veg divani.
Veg divani. And the other one?
Corn,
Mushroom
masala.
Corn and mushroom masala. It is a veg restaurant?
No.
Both veg and
Okay. This is the garlic naan?
Cheese garlic naan.
So good.
Okay. With that corn and mushroom. And some veggies as well. I'm a hitchhiker, so only by road.
From Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan.
From Jordan all the way to India.
Road border.
You? Don't talk this type of things with my husband. Don't discuss this. Otherwise, he will make a plan to go by road. He also
Do you have a backpack?
They both love to travel.
I
I
know.
also like to travel. But you know, after travel, when we come back, I have to manage all the clothes and everything. I'm like, okay.
Imagine my backpack. I have to make it every day. So it's like my small house. And some jalebi for dessert. I told you guys that Gujarat is a dry state, which means alcohol is forbidden here. That's why we have to drink just some holy water.
From Finland. Nastarovia. It's holy water from Finland.
Holy, yeah, from the pipe, from the tap.
Yeah. From this tap, yeah.
The magic, wow.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yeah. The tap, you know,
It's like cash will.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really water there. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. My friend.
Today is the day when I'll reach the capital of Gujarat, Ahmedabad. But on the way, I want to stop to visit an ancient archaeological site, Lothal, part of the Indus civilization. Of course, with my fellow truckers. Thank you, bye. Maybe 100 kilometers, even less. The highway is in a very good condition. I was dropped off in the middle of the nowhere by the truck, and I got a free ride with a tuk-tuk, auto rickshaw, with this nice guy who's selling some plants. Or I don't know if they're herbal plants. Thank you, brother.
हेलो हाँ वीडियो कॉल करो वीडियो कॉल
This I understand, video call. Otherwise, Gujarati sounds very, very different to me. Wow, it's such a bad road. I was really lucky with this guy with the tuk-tuk. And I'm really in the middle of nowhere today. But 4,000 years ago, even more, this was an important trade center and one of the oldest ports. Actually, not really seaport, let's say a dock. Because, well, some archaeologists say that this was a river going all the way to the Arabian Sea or an irrigation canal. We have the evidence that nearby was the sea. We have the Kochi Salt Lake, one of the biggest in the world, in Gujarat. I didn't expect to find people. There are some local tourists, and of course, it's selfie time. And talking about the Gujarati language and script, I found it pretty different than the others, especially in the south, or even if it's similar to Hindi, the language, but the alphabet has totally different letters from my point of view. And you see, this is Hindi and this is Gujarati. The Hindi has this line on top of the letters, and Gujarati alphabet don't. It's somehow a mixture between, Armenian and Cyrillic and Greek and a bit of everything. The site is on the tentative list of UNESCO. That's why there is no entrance fee yet. Lothal is the southernmost site of the Indus civilization, one of the oldest in the world. It was developed along the Indus Valley, a river which is found in Pakistan. I remember visiting the most famous sites of Mohenjo-daro and Harappi. Harappians actually arrived here and grew a trade center and made this dock famous. We are talking about more than 4,000 years of history. After the partition in 47, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa remained in Pakistan. That's why the local archaeologists started a program of excavation, and in the 50s they discovered Lothal. Not only this one, more than 50 sites were excavated in the region of Kutch Salt Lake, which is one of the largest in the world. Probably they got frustrated because there was no site of the civilization which gave the name of the country. The Acropolis, to royal residences, a residential area, a bead factory. Around the dock there is also a warehouse on a mound. Actually, Lothal is translated as the mound of dead, same like Mohenjo-daro. Copper objects, beads, semi-precious stones, ceramic and clay pots were found. The trade flourished thanks to the beads, the gems, the cotton, the wheat.
Your country, America.
Romania! I reached Ahmedabad and here I am hitchhiking again. Tuk-tuk. Your name? Anu. Anu. Thank you, brother. So many langurs in a city. Mostly I saw the macaques and the langurs in the nature or in some temples, but look at them. Look at them. Let's explore a bit Ahmedabad, which is not pronounced like this. In Gujarati, they cut a lot the vowels, so it will be like Ahmedabad, and the B is V, Ahmedabad. Those are traditional dresses, very colorful. Like India is a colorful country, Gujarat is a very colorful state. Even the umbrellas are colorful. Wow. So nice. A lot of motifs, patterns with animals, mostly elephants. Some shells. Shoes. Is it cheese? Maybe. Let's see if it's sweet or not. Curd. Curry? Curd. It's like a cheese. Let's try it. night ride with my co-surfing host, with Abi and his girlfriend.
He has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I met some subscribers even at the market now. People were curious. Oh,
Nice.
Money Traveler.
Nice that you are growing.
Wedding, right? No? So what is it?
Religious procession.
A religious procession? Okay.
Yes. And it is of Jains.
So a Jain procession.
And you will find a lot of Jain here. He's Jain, I'm Jain.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm so curious and excited to hear more about Jainism. So this is the famous street food in Ahmedabad, which is called?
HL street food. HL is the college name.
Ah, okay.
It is named after the college.
So we're gonna taste something tonight?
Yes, there's some fusion food tonight. Ahmedabad is famous for the fusion food.
Oh, some from different parts of different states?
We'll mix some
With
Indian
some local spices, and you'll have something
that's what we're
traditional.
gonna do.
Okay. This is ours? No.
I don't know. We ordered 3 different Frankie, but I don't know. Frankie is a wrap.
Aha, Frankie.
We use Frankie for the wrap thing, and I don't remember what we ordered. It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
But in the Jain style, right?
The Jain style, without onion,
So you guys don't need onion, garlic,
garlic,
and
potato,
the
carrot,
roots.
any root vegetables.
So what is the reason behind?
That I need to explain you when we back home. It
Okay.
will take some time.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Firstly, yeah, we shouldn't eat after sunset.
Sunset. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the basic thing.
And also, there's any reason behind that as well?
Yeah, because the science says the metabolism slows down after the sunset. And
But depends
second,
when you go to sleep.
But generally, like heat is directly related to the metabolism of the body. And the second thing is whenever the sun sets, humidity rises, and humidity can result into the development of the bacteria and microbes, which
Okay.
are very rare in the presence of sunlight. So sunlight is kind of antibacterial.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good to know. You can see many students here. I see the cabbage, I see the cheese there, the paneer. Cheers!
Pioneer થઈ શકે હું તને શું કહું આપણે એની ડિમાન્ડ ગ્રો કરી શકાય.
Some cabbage and
Some secret spices that are confusing, I guess.
something is like that, like a barbecue.
Like a barbecue, yeah.
Yeah, no. Barbecue, but it's not meat.
It's paneer.
Yeah. So I've told you guys that Abi is a follower of Jainism, one of the main and the oldest religions in India, especially here in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Actually, is more a philosophy than a religion, kind of like Buddhism, and actually it shared a lot with Buddhism.
Yes.
Yeah. So briefly, because I'm not so familiar with it, and I'm sure most of the Romanians don't know too much about Jainism. You know what is all about.
Okay. So let me start from the beginning. In Jainism, we have 5 main cardinals. The main cardinals are the core of the philosophy that we must follow, and it is kind of a universal and less of the religion and more of the lifestyle. Like first thing, you should not steal.
Okay.
Second thing, you should not lie. Third thing, you should not keep things which are not needed, or like you should only keep the things that you are needed. You should not hoard the things.
To have a minimalist life.
To have minimalist life, that's a philosophy. Fourth thing is not to harm anybody with speech, with action, or even with the thoughts.
And I think this is the most important.
This is the most important. See, non-violence part of the Jainism is like whenever you tell anybody you are a Jain, they will definitely relate with the non-violence. Even Mahatma Gandhi, he was a follower of non-violence and he got the inspiration from the Jainism.
Yeah.
So Jainism, Buddhism all started with the same philosophy of non-violence, non-stealing, non-hoarding. And apart from that, our last Tirthankara, the word is called Tirthankara, the one who has conquered the good karma as well as the bad karma, who has detached from every worldly thing. So he added the fifth cardinal, which is called continence, right? Abstinence.
Okay.
And we call it in Sanskrit, it is term called brahmacharya. That you should not even waste your basically semen.
Okay.
We put it in a nice way. You should not waste it. You should not indulge in sexual activities, right? So that's the main cardinal values, and Jainism revolves around this.
And what would be the, let's say, the main difference between Jainism and Buddhism?
So, so there is a great debate between Jainism and Buddhism. The main debate is how to achieve these values. Buddhism believes in similar kind of values. They have different terms, like they have Tri Ratna, Ashtang Marg, like 8 ways to reach there. Jainism has own way, but main difference and the debate was about how to reach there. So Mahavira, our last teacher, he said that if somebody wants to liberate themselves from the worldly thing, they can do it right away, because human have a capacity to do it right away. They can leave everything at once, kind of a extremism.
This
Jainism. Austerity, yes, to live life like a monk, austerity life. But on the other hand, Buddhism, the Buddha believed that yes, definitely human have the capacity, but at the same time human have temptations as well. So you cannot blindly say that human will forget everything. Even if he lives the austerity life, there can be some corruption. So let's do one thing, let's find a middle path. So he professed middle path, and when you reach the middle path, obviously you will look for the another middle path, and slowly you will reach to the extreme point, but not right away.
So this is in Buddhism.
This is in a Buddhism. So Buddhism is associated with the Madhyam Marg, that is the middle path, and Jainism is with the extremism.
All right.
That is the reason why Jainism couldn't attract much of the world population, because of its extreme nature, and people sometimes find it illogical to follow
and too difficult.
Difficult. First thing, illogical, and second, too difficult. But if you look at the science and environment, Jainism and Buddhism both make sense.
All right.
Because at the time, it was a rebel movement against the religion. Because in a religion, you blindly follow something, and Buddha and Mahavira both wanted to show some mirror to the society that you should not follow anything which is like, you should not follow anything which doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So they wanted to try make some sense to all the people.
Because there's no God, right, in
Yes.
Jainism.
Now here comes the main part. There is no God in Jainism. So the question is there any God? We do not know. That's the correct answer. So
Okay.
Jainism believe in agnosticism. We should question it. Is there any God? But the point is, even if there is a God, because I have a limited knowledge, human have a limited knowledge, we cannot know everything about the world. So if you do not know, you cannot claim it's not existent. So that's why you have to keep some open window.
That's why it's
do not know.
agnosticism and not
Not the absolute atheism.
atheism. Yeah.
We are not, see, there is a theism, then atheism.
Yeah.
We are non-theism.
Okay.
Right, we are non-theism. Even if there is a God, let it be. Even if there is no God, let it be.
But still, I saw some statues in temples.
Yes. So those statues are of the great teachers, the 24 great teachers that we have. So these teachers have come in a different ages, and they have updated the Jainism according to the time and need.
Okay.
So the 23rd teacher, he gave us the 4 cardinal value, and the 24th teacher, he added the 5th cardinal value, which was the brahmacharya, continence, abstinence. So this is how the Jainism has progressed across the centuries, across the years and hundreds of years. So why to have Jain idol
Yeah.
inside the temple? So first of all, the temple thing is something new. It was not supposed to be there.
Okay.
But society cannot be pure. So many of the gurus, they thought that let's do one thing. Let's keep one premises pure in the energy. One premises pure for the energy so that people can come there and meditate. So meditation has a big part in Jainism.
Okay.
Meditation has a big part of Jainism, and for that you need some space. Like my mother, she does meditation at home, but it is not always for people to concentrate inside the home because of the lots of negative energy around the home, lots of noises around the home.
They would need a special environment.
Yes, exactly. Special environment where people will leave out all the negative things and they focus upon the positive things. So that was the main idea of the temple. And then they installed the idol. And right now, whatever we are praying inside the temple, it is not that you bless me with something. We do not tell teachers to bless us with some mysterious power or magical powers or something. The teachers were as similar as like you.
Okay, so when you pray,
We pray that give us the guiding light.
all
Give
right,
me the guiding light so that I can become just like you.
it means that they're, let's say, you believe in a soul and
Yeah, we
it's
believe in soul.
an immortal soul. You pray to.
We pray to nobody. We pray to nobody. We pray that just give me the guiding light. It's like my elderly.
Okay.
Just bless me with your wisdom, bless me with something so that one day I can achieve what you have achieved. So it is one of the few religion, or I would say few lifestyle, that directly say that I want to become a god.
Okay.
Because I
Yes.
want to become like you.
Somehow also in Hinduism they have this.
Exactly. In Hinduism, there is a two part. One is a gods, like a Shankar, Vishnu,
Yeah.
Brahma. We do not have such type of thing. And you cannot say like, I want to become like a Shankar. You always take help of a Shankar and get liberated. So you get liberated, but for us, there is no Shankar, nothing. So it's just-
You follow your own path and you do on your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
With maybe the illumination of the guidance of that guru.
elimination of the guidance of Guru, even with the help of Guru as well, because Gurus are those who have invested some more amount of time in Jainism compared to you. So they have certain wisdom. They have left the worldly things compared to us. So that's why we follow Gurus as well.
And you told me even in Jainism there are some branches and different
There
ways.
are two main branches in Jainism. One is called Svetambar and other is called Digambar. Svetambar is those whose monks wear white cloths. So Shvet, that is white, Ambar, that is cloth.
So this is in Sanskrit, right?
This is in Sanskrit. Svetambar, right? And other are Digambar. Dig means sky.
Okay.
And so the male monks, they remain naked,
Pure as the sky.
pure as the sky. So they believe that sky is our cloth.
There are also women monks.
Yes, but they cover themselves.
Okay.
They do cover themselves. And in Svetambar, Svetambar believes that, again, it can be contested part. Svetambar believes that whatever we are doing right now, we are following the teachings of Mahavir. Digambara said that we are also following the teachings of Mahavir, but we are trying to do what Mahavir had done. So when Mahavir left his home for the search of the knowledge, he wandered around like 12 and a half year. 12 and a half year he went to another places, like one after another. He debated with the people
On the territory of India.
in the territory of India. So he debated with the people, he debated with the gurus, he debated with the lots of literate people. And in the course of the time, he had one big cloth to cover his body. But one time some beggar came and he asked for the cloth. Mahavira tore the cloth apart and gave half piece, kept the half piece. And then another time, the same incident happened, he just gave away all the
Okay. Until
clothes.
he became
And
naked.
then he became like absolutely naked. And he wandered around naked. So Digambara believed that since Mahavira had done the same thing, we should do the same thing. But Svetambara believed that it was not the intention of Mahavir to remain naked. It was the situation that made him naked. So since we are living in a society, we should not even think about own self. If you remain naked, what about others? You can corrupt the perception of others. So let's cover minimal. So always whenever you see Jain people, they must have covered below the belt.
Okay.
That's the main thing. And the interesting thing about the Jainism is food. The food
Oh
science.
yeah. Even yesterday we had some rub, and to make it Jain, we told them not to put garlic and onion.
Yes. So whatever grows below the
Because
land.
you're vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian. I'm not vegan. I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
We do consume dairy products. So whatever grows below the land, the root vegetables, we don't consume it because we believe that it's a tree. It's not the fruit of the tree.
So the tree grows from that.
Tree grows from that.
That's
You can
right.
pluck, and it's all about energy, like how much energy it consumes while growing up. So to grow one apple and to grow one carrot, so carrot requires more fertilizer, more nutrients, more water, more energy, because it's itself a tree.
It's
If you-
only one
it's
vegetable.
only
Yeah,
one vegetable,
yeah.
and one vegetable from one tree. But apple is like one tree,
and so
100
many
apples.
fruits. Yeah.
100
okay.
apples, and it can grow again and again in the same place. But if you pluck the carrot cannot grow again unless you put another seed or some another process.
Because the carrot is also, or most of the vegetables, they have life as well.
They have life as well. See, Jainism believes that everything has energy. We cannot like narrow it down to the life, but the correct word is energy.
Okay.
Energy. So everything is energy. Even like stationary thing, the rock has its energy.
Yeah.
Like stationary and kinetic energy. So one Jain should not disturb energy unless it's necessary.
Okay.
So is there any rock lying there? Let it be. You should not throw it just out of the curiosity or something. You see the leaves, you should not pluck it out of the fun or out of the curiosity because you are disturbing the energy.
So leave the nature
Leave the nature alone
alone.
and do whatever you want to do, but with the minimal effect on the nature, because every action has its repercussions, and it just, you do not know what kind of repercussion it can create. So it's kind of ripple effect. So you should disturb as much as minimum that you can. So you have to conserve the energy. That's the
and imagine in nowadays society to keep this authentic would be very tough and challenging.
Very tough and challenging.
Yeah.
And at one point you believe that if I want to follow Jainism to the core, I should die. That's the argument as well. Like I should die. That's it.
You told me the monks, they don't even use technology, electricity.
Nothing. Monk doesn't use anything, but nowadays, since the time of the demand, they always have one or two people around them. Like they help with the communication, they help with the. So they use mobile, but not the monks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the people around.
Earlier it was about like writing letter and receiving letter after 2 days, 3 days. If somebody comes to meet them, they pass on the message. The another person go to the another village, they pass on the message to them. But nowadays, now there is a use of mobile, but not by them, but by the people, the third party. So they have one or two person around them that you can contact them.
And the monks don't use money, right?
No, monk cannot. They should not touch anything: money, gold, silver, nothing. Whatever is precious for us, monk should not touch it. And monk should have minimum things. Like if they require one pen, they cannot keep two pen together. It is against the cardinal value of Jainism, which is called asteya. You should not hoard beyond your
More
needs,
than you need.
more than you need, beyond your needs, more than you need.
Wow. Thank you so much for the information, for the knowledge, and for everything, for hosting me. I'm still in Ahmedabad. I haven't seen too much yesterday, only a bit of the colorful market. Now I want to explore something else as well. By bike, Abby suggested me to rent a bike. You can find them in some bus stations. You download the app. There's a QR code. Ding. Could be challenging cycling in India, but let's see. Ahmedabad is situated on the Sabarmati River. It's the biggest city in Gujarat, but not the capital. The fort of Ahmedabad was built by the founder of the city, Ahmad Shah I, in the 15th century. This is not a temple, this is not a fort, a mosque. It is a well, actually a step well, or a cistern, a way to collect water. And you climb down the stairs and you reach the water level. Amazing. If you watch the film A Dark Knight Rises, one of the scenes was shot here. Wow. Wow, so many levels. Amazing. Amazing. It's like a palace. Wow. Talking about Batman, there are bats here. I don't want to disturb them. Wow. In the same compound with Dada Harir stepwell, there's the Dai Halima tomb. And talking about Jainism, here's the Jain temple in Ahmedabad. I've told you that Gandhi was born in Gujarat, and here is one of his residences in Ahmedabad. These were Mahatma Gandhi's and Kasturba's residential quarters from 1918 to 1930. From here were inspired all his national activities. The Wheel of Life, symbol of India, which is depicted on the national flag. Upasana Mandir, the place where Gandhi used to pray in the morning and in the evening.